The UK, though, is super trusting of its neighbours, even if they're homosexuals or immigrants. Look at this. Used to be that at least a third of people were mistrusting of homosexual neighbours. Now it's below 10%. Likewise for the immigrant. There's an interesting question there about whether these various subgroups are quite so trusting of each other. Ask the homosexuals who are living next to the immigrants whether they're quite so comfortable about the gay bar being next door to the madrasa. Oh, and if you're wondering which parts of the UK are most trusting of their neighbours, well, according to this survey, the most trusting place in the realm is Northern Ireland. 90% social trust in Northern Ireland, where they have walls down the middle of city streets to keep the Catholic neighbourhoods separate from the Protestant neighbourhoods. That's how much trust there is there. Samantha, what do you make of this survey?
Well, I think it's very interesting that, contrary to the left-wing narrative that the UK is brimming with racism, with systemic discrimination, that we are all a bunch of right-wing extreme bigots, it seems that the UK has fared pretty well in this global survey, and this is based off of data from the largest intercontinental survey on neighbourhood trust, on demographic changes, and it's been going since 1981. So this has been mapping the changes in Britain's behavioural characteristics and how we view others and those around us for decades now. It was shown that when being asked who would you not want as a neighbour, less than 1% of Brits said that they wouldn't want someone of a different religion. Less than 2% said people who spoke a different language. It was also shown that we ranked, I believe, as the third or fourth least racist when it came to people of a different race or immigrants. We ranked lower than Brazil, the United States, Germany, Australia, in pretty much every metric when it came to social trust and trust of our neighbors. And in comparison to those on the higher end of the spectrum, particularly Iran, the Philippines, all traditionally Muslim countries, China, Morocco, Greece, Egypt, all viewed people that spoke different languages, that were of a different religion, that were of a different race, as being less trusting, and they specifically mentioned these characteristics when describing who they wouldn't want as a neighbor. I just think it's so interesting that all of these studies come out that support my belief and your belief, all of our beliefs, that realistically this whole moral panic about Britain being an institutionally racist nation and everyone being inherently discriminatory and biased against minorities, it's complete balderdash, it's complete tosh, and there's no truth to it.